Hi there, it's Amanda Creative Gardener. So in today's video we're going to look at the paddle plant. I'll put the official title up above, and we're going to look at how to propagate it, and if I can find some seeds I'll try and find some, but I'll show you the best ways that I found to propagate them. Let's go. Come on. Okay, so this is what's known as a paddle plant, and I brought not this particular plant a couple of years ago, and it's continued to provide additional babies and or pups, as you'd call it, I don't know. And this particular container, as you can see, is a tire, recycled tire, and I use the hugelkultur method of layering it with sticks, and I put cardboard in there and soil. And it was at the top and now it's gone down. So what I want to do is take out this paddle plant, and I'll show you how you can propagate it. And I think I've got images of where this grew. Oh look, I need to get that in the ground. Anyway, so what's happening is this is going this is breaking down, and we've also got, because of the dry weather, we've also got the dry weather, and when the rain comes, this this edging, it's kind of getting less and less. Sorry, it's like a lizard there. Anyway, so that's the task for today, is to take out this paddle plant, fill it back up, show you how I propagate it, and yeah, and then put some of the plants in, and then it will just do the same thing. It will propagate itself, and then I'll have to do the same thing over again. Anyway, so yeah, as I said, when I first brought it, I brought one plant like this, and it had like about this, two smaller plants with it, and then since I've had it, it's kind of gone on to create tons and tons of smaller plants which have grown up, and this is not liking where it is, so it definitely has to be moved, and I'll sort that out. Okay, so I'm going to get started, and we'll look at how to propagate. Okay, so here we are. It has they have like a little dust in it over them, so I'm taking these out, and I'm going to repot them. So it does have seeds. All plants have seeds unless it's GM. Come here. So basically what happens is you get a long stem that shoots out, and it flowers, and then you have the seeds coming out of here. And I guess maybe, I'm just thinking, like the ones in here, why it does that, although it's done that in other plants that I've had. So basically you have the flowers come along here, and then I guess the seeds come, and then if it is not, what I've normally done is I've just left it and this dies down. I haven't seen it have little plantlets on there before. I did cut it and I planted the rest of them. I can't even remember where I put them, to see whether I was just like, oh, let me try this, to see whether any has come up. Come here. It's a dog. Anyway, so I'm just gonna put them here to the side as I take them out. And as you can see, the root system here, it's very shallow. Well, this is where it would have been attached to the main plant, and it's developing roots. So with this particular plant, I've never actually grown it from seed, and I think it's one of those plants, like the broadleaf thyme, that is really just worth getting a plant, and they usually come with little plantlets. But obviously if you're living in an area where you have to send off for them, then you may want to buy the seeds. Now what seems to have happened, let's see if I can try and get this out as one, maybe not. I think I had one plant in here, and it's just sent out loads of other babies, and I didn't deal with it, and so it's kind of just tried to do its own thing. So if you can see that, you see all the actually the root system is quite thick, the bit that was underground, yeah. And then you've got these three, I'm calling them florets, that have come off the end, and then you've got a whole host of little ones here that if you were to break them off, you should be able to get, like with this one, you should be able to get some roots with it, and you plant that and you'll get another big plant growing. So I'm going to put this to the side and see what else is going on in here. See if I can get, there's my, see, we've got so many little plants and they've all got roots on them. So this is a really, I think it's a great plant for beginners because it is such an easy plant to grow, in the sense that, you know, you literally plant it and then you'll get more growing. And generally speaking, they're kind of difficult. Generally speaking, they're kind of difficult to kill. So, you know, it's, yeah, it's a rewarding plant that, you know, see, this one has grown the little side. I'll just remove, see how dry it is in here. So I just, I don't normally water these ones, and I just allow, you know, as it rains, for them to get their water. Let me put this down. I think there was maybe, do I see any more growing? I don't know whether you can grow it from just a leaf. Again, I've never tried. But let's just have a look at the state of things in here. You know, I don't want to miss any little ones. So the snails at one point had been in here, and the other thing that had been in here as well was I had mushrooms growing. It's just like, oh my god, they just turned up one day. So what I need to do with this is add some more material. As I say, it was full to the brim when it first started, but it dies out, and this one looks like it wants to let me do that. It wants to, oh, the one on the inside is a lot smaller for some reason. Why did I do that? Anyway, all I'm going to do is get some of the, where it's where it has gone down in the middle, what I'm going to do is make sure that it goes down even more, so that, you know, as the wood is breaking down and everything, I'm just going to make sure it goes down as far as it needs to, and then I can add more. The snails also had a field day, so I can add more in here and fill it up and then replant it in. That's going to grow. I had some other things in here, hoping that they would grow. They're palms. So I need to get more sticks, more soil, And I'll also put layers of cardboard and plant material in here as well. So as I say, I'm just trying to make sure it goes down as much as possible, so that the bottom one is... Oh, actually, I might take this off and put it to the side, so we'll have three going rather than making it so tall. So that's what I'll do. Keep that bottom one as is. Take the sticks out, fill it up with soil, some more soil, and then they're ready to plant in. And then I'll start this one new to the side. Yeah, that sounds better. That's what I'm going to do. Alrighty, so I separated the two. I filled this with some of the sticks, and I got some leaves, some dried leaves from around, and then I got my river tamarind and got some of the leaves off of there. And all this is just going to do is die down and provide nutrients for the plants. What seems to happen a lot with the tyres is that as the material in the rim it dies down, it kind of leaves pockets, and I think that's where the slugs and the snails then decide, oh, here's a nice little undisturbed space. So where possible, what I've done is try and make sure there's material that goes around the rim, and as that dies off, I'll just add where necessary more plant material. So I've got some soil from around the garden. Some of it, we've got clay soil here, and as I said, it's it's very dry, so these are the soil's extremely dry. But what I'm going to do is fill this up, and then I'm going to water it in and allow it to sit for a while. See, there's still quite a bit of room. Ooh, there's quite a lot of room in there. So I should be able to fill up this whole thing with, I've got a bucket full of the earth from around. It's the most nutrient part of the garden, and there are some rocks in there, so I'm going to push those right to the edge, and that will also help stabilize it on this slight incline. So where I've got big rocks like that, I'm just going to push it and get it under there. And push it to the back, and it will also provide stability for the tyre. So that's there. And I will be adding a layer with compost as well. So it's helping to push it all under there. The best thing is to just, where you can, make sure it's all down as full as possible. So I'm going to go and get some compost and then add that as a top layer. Okay, so I feel as if I'm on my last leg at the moment, and it looks like we might get some rain. So I've added a layer of not so composted compost. So this was on top of the pile. I'm going to add some more, the finer one. Oh, my bucket's disintegrating, and I'm literally just going to pour. So again, everything's got rocks in it, so there's not a lot I can do but pick them out and utilise them elsewhere in the garden. Pick out the bigger ones, and I'm literally just going to push this in so that it starts to go down, which is what it's going to want to do. And this, by, I say, give it a couple of weeks, it's going to be, you know, this is all going to be low. So I've added 3 sticks at the front, just so that when I put some of the plant material, it's not going to, well, I guess this one has to be a bit taller, but the idea is that it doesn't fall off. And because we're sloping down this way, trying to raise this end a bit higher. I don't want to raise it too high so that the tyre is off the ground, because what will happen is the mice, well, there's mice running around, mongoose, whatever, will try and, you know, find a home in here. And every now and again what I'll do is lay down some plant material, chop and drop, and allow it to go in. So let's get a move on. I'm gonna just probably plant 1 in here, and I may not get all the others done today. This all looks like one big family, and what I'm going to do is probably take off some of the young here, and they'll go, I'll put these in a different container, making sure that they've got some of the roots with them so that they do not have any problems. This, I'm just going to take that off. I'm not sure what is going to grow from this, but I'm literally just going to plant. See, this doesn't particularly want to come off, and I'm just going to get rid of some of the dead or the dying leaves, the eaten leaves, and just leave them. And oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm just going to move some of this out of the way, because again, what's going to happen is this is going to sink, so I guess I'm giving it room to sink. Anyway, not really. Yeah, just moving some of the soil out of the way. Put that there. I don't want to have these young ones in the ground. Sorry, under the ground, under the soil. So I'll just move it like that. So what's going to happen with this is these young ones are going to grow bigger, and then I'll be able to remove those and hopefully split these up, because they don't, I was going to say, I've not seen them grow like that. They normally like grow, you know, together but separate, but these have kind of 3 have grown out of this centre bit, and it's probably because there wasn't enough for it to spread by dropping its leaves. So I'm literally going to leave those on there, and with the rest of them I'm going to fill up the tyre that I've got beside me. So I think I've kind of hopefully shown you what you need to know. The best thing to do with these is grow them from plantlets, and you know, even if it is that you go out and buy a small one, you will never have to go out and buy any more. You know, you look after that one, don't overwater it, don't let it dry out too much, because these should be a lot firmer. It's because they haven't got enough water. So once you look after it, it's going to spread. And as you can see, these have not been looked after terribly well, but they've spread, they want to grow, and they wanted to be separated. So I'm going to take the rest of these ones and put them in the tyre beside me, and just get some soil, get the rest of the soil in here. And there you have it. So that's the paddle plant. It's very easy to propagate. As I said, you you know, separate them as plantlets, or all of this. I wonder if this will grow.